Hey everybody,
Hello, hello.
and it is Sam C and Bobby D back for another Cubbage Critiques right here on our YouTube channel. And while you're here, make sure you click like, share, and subscribe to our channel and hit the bells up for notifications.
That's right.
Cubbage Critiques sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com.
That's exactly right. So make sure you do that. And we are so excited because we are going to critique another awesome concert from this year. Our last one that we went to at City Winery. We're so excited, and we'll tell you about it after we come back.
Absolutely. Stay tuned. Stick right here. Stay right here. Don't leave a chair.
Don't leave.
We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back to Cubbage Critiques right here on our YouTube channel.
That is correct. Well, Sam C. We did several concerts just this year at City Winery, and I do want to give a shout out, if that's okay with you, to all of our. I'm not going to call everybody out specifically because I didn't actually ask if I could use their names. So I want to shout out all of the people that we know in Chicago. The reason why is because they talked a lot about, and I will shout out the person who they go and see it at City Winery, Teresa Griffin, and Teresa is really big, and she has a really huge following in Chicago, and all of the people that we have come to know and love in Chicago often go and see her.
Mm-hmm.
And they were always talking to us about City Winery. Since we've met all of these folks since the pandemic, and we're like, no, we don't have City Winery in Pittsburgh. We've got Pittsburgh Winery. We don't have, we don't have that.
Right.
And then City Winery opened up like in 2023.
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah, like late 2023.
Mm-hmm. And we had never been, whatever. And so when we finally got it, we're like, oh my gosh, this is the same City Winery. Like it's an actual part of the City Winery, thing. And we were able to see and meet folks like, we could go ahead and run the gamut there. Howard Hewitt, formerly of Shalimar, lead singer Shalimar.
Keith Washington.
We were able to meet and greet with
both
him.
of them.
Right. Glenn Jones as well.
I would have meet and greet him.
Sheila E. Vivian Green. Jonathan Butler. One of Sam's really good friends and a local Pittsburgh group.
Yeah, my friend Jaffo.
From Joe Grishecki and the House Rockers.
Which, yeah, that was a totally great concert. I mean, I just can't stop thinking about that. That was one of the highlights.
Yes.
Of this year. That concert.
That's right. And that was it, right? Joe Grishecki and the House Rockers, Howard Hewitt, Glenn Jones, Keith Washington, Sheila E. and the E Street Band.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian Green,
mm-hmm.
who also came with Kwame.
Yes. Can't forget that.
Jonathan,
that was a surprise.
Yes.
Yes.
Jonathan Butler, right?
Right.
And now
who we're going to talk about right
now.
The
one we're going to talk about right now.
Which is the one that really blew us away.
Yes. And
for obvious reasons.
And it happened to be her final one for this year, final one for 2024, through City Winery, which is none other
And it was Karyn White.
Karyn
I mean,
White.
one of my favorite singers. I never thought in our wildest dreams that we'd be able to go see Karyn White. And not only did she sound great, she looked great. She was, I mean, she had all this energy. It's like, now when I said before, you know, on the last one we talked about Jonathan Butler, and how I said that he had lost a step. Well, she definitely had not lost a step. I mean, you would think that this was like her debut.
Yes, she was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Jumping around on these crazy platform shoes, like they were so high, like they were like, oh my gosh. And she sounded beautiful. She looked beautiful. It was just amazing. And she sang all of the songs we know and love. She sang some other music. She talked. She engaged with the crowd, which was amazing. She, you know, we were right up front, right up front again, and she came right out the thing and right out and grabbed my hand right away. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. And so she saw that I was singing. Now, incidentally, this was also the day after the presidential election. And I'm saying that to say, you know, there's something that kind of goes along with that she said to us later. But we had the opportunity to meet and greet.
Yes.
And she said, you know, while she was singing and everything, oh, by the way, I am doing a meet and greet. You know, you could meet me out front. You could sign, you know, I'll sign stuff if you want. You know, if you purchase something, I'll sign it. If you brought something already, I'll sign it. We could take pictures. And it was absolutely an amazing experience for the both of us, for to end our crazy run at City Winery for 2024.
Yes.
We were also there, also with a friend. I won't say her name either. I didn't ask if I could say her name, but this friend was there with us, and she said, "Oh, Bobby, come on, scoot up. You know what? Once the show was over, scoot in there a little bit, scoot in there." So we didn't have to wait all the way at the back of the line, so we could have scooted our way in. And when we got there,
I was in awe.
Yes.
I mean, I was trying to be like real cool, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh my God, like we are standing here with Karyn White, and she's speaking to us, and she hugged us.
Yes.
I mean, that's the first thing she did. I mean, she stuck her hand out, or no, she extended her arms out to hug us.
Yes.
Individually, and then and she did it more than once.
She did
it twice.
And she said, "Wait a minute, you're the sister that was up front, weren't you?" I said, "Yes." So yes, I was. And I said, "Oh my goodness, my husband and I, we've been big fans of yours, you know, since the 80s, since you came out." And she went on to say, "You know, I'm so happy that you were here." Like, what? I said, "Well, we're happy you're here." And she says, "No, I didn't know how people were going to be today. I was really nervous." And she's because, you know, people were, you know, really bucking for Kamala. So I didn't know if people were going to be angry or just not show up or be mad or, you know. And she says, but, you know, when I came out, and she goes, I didn't know what to expect when I came out. And I came out and I saw you there. And, you know, she goes, your energy was, you know, you're singing and laughing and having a good time. And she said, I couldn't help it. And she goes, "Thank you so much for being here." And I said, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much." And then she looked at Sam and she said, "Did you bring her here?" And he said, "Yes, I did." And she said, thank you both so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. I really didn't know what to expect. And so then she hugged each of us, then she hugged both of us. And she said, come on, let's take some pictures. So we did. So I had to save this one picture because, of course, you know, I was trying to figure out, I don't know what I was doing, but look at the look on my face. Sam and Karyn are doing what they're supposed to do, and look at me with that goofy look. And she liked my shirt I had on. It says on Wednesdays we wear pink. So if you're trying to figure out what that says.
That was cool.
And then that was the
that was a pretty cool shirt.
And then that was
and it worked on the right time too.
Yes. And it just happened to be Wednesday.
Yeah, she loved it.
Yes. Which I thought was so cool.
And just look how good she looks, babe. I
mean, yeah, she looks spectacular. I couldn't believe it.
And that suit was she flipping and bopping around in that suit.
She was rocking.
I'm like, weren't you hot in that suit?
I was hot for her. If she wasn't hot in that suit, I was hot for her.
Yeah.
Like, woo, girl, I don't know how you could be in that suit other than taking the jacket part off and tried to continue.
But how did you feel when she grabbed your hand about 4 times during the concert? That she went straight to you.
Yes, that was very, very cool. I really did appreciate having the opportunity to meet with her, and she was this, and I told Samc, I said, that is the way, not only that, because we were already fans, but that's not only the way to make fans, but that's the way to keep fans. She stayed and she spoke to everybody that was in that line.
Yes.
By the time her line was through, she was still there, and we were still there talking to somebody else. And that was at least an hour later, and she was still stopping and talking to each person.
Yeah. Just thanking everybody for being there.
Yes.
And that's what it's really about. I mean, she
taking the time.
She's a true legend, and it just made it even extra special. What made this even more extra special is because her concert was actually rescheduled. It was actually for 3 months.
Yes,
prior.
It was. We purchased.
Oh,
the
no,
tickets.
Not 3 months. Is that 3 months? No. Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 3 months
purchased, prior. I think they put them out like in April or something like that, because it was like April or May or something.
Actually, maybe 4. Yeah, 3 months.
It was.
That right.
Yeah, it was. She was supposed to come in August,
mm-hmm.
but she had to cancel because one of her bandmates was sick.
Yeah.
So, so she canceled and then rescheduled. And then when we realized that it was going to be the day after the election, like, oh, it's a Wednesday. Oh my gosh, we weren't. How are we going to do this?
But
and then
so worth the wait.
Right. And then our friend that we were going to go with, we were trying to figure out, okay, goodness gracious, how are we going to, because she's, going to be with us, and is she going to want to go, or is she going to want, her money back from the tickets? And we just weren't sure. We're like, yeah, well, do you want to go? Should we go? It's canceled. It's going to be on Wednesday. It's going to be in November. Who knows what the weather's going to be like? The weather's ridiculous. Pittsburgh weather is goofy. We don't know what it's going to be.
Right.
And we're like, you know what? Our friend, she was upset that it was canceled. And then I said to Sam, I said, well, maybe I'll call her and find out what she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sam just happened to look at her Facebook page, and she says, I got my tickets to Karyn White. Like, okay, I guess she wants to go.
So we're going to go.
So we'll just go ahead and go. And we're so happy that we did. We're so happy.
Yeah.
We would not have had that experience had we not went on ahead and gone.
Yeah, Karyn White's definitely going to hold a special place in our heart, just for her being the type of person that she is, and like you said, her taking the time to just meet with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to give a shout out to her manager too.
Yes,
because her manager, she's I mean, she's
Derek.
got one. Yeah, Derek. She's got one of the best managers
Yes,
there.
he was fantastic.
They were both personable, and quite honestly, if they didn't have all those people around, they probably would have talked to us a little longer. They probably both would have.
Yeah.
But
And the young man that sang
Art,
with her,
I Am Art.
I Am
Or Rated
Art.
Art.
Rated Art.
Rated Art. Yes, Rated Art. I want to give
Check
a shout
him
out. Yeah, give a shout out to him too, because he is the one that popped up on the duet when they did Love Solid, and he sounded really great.
So follow all of these people on social
Yes.
media. As you know, if you do follow social media, find all of them. Karyn White, Derek Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
Derek Muhammad,
Mhm.
and I Am Art. Follow all of them. They were fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess that's it.
All in all, that was a great concert. Like I said, it's quite a great way to close out the concert series for City Winery for this year for us. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens for 2025 as far as who shows up.
Yeah, it would be so exciting.
Who we're going to be attending.
Yes. Very exciting. Yeah, it is. It's going to be really good. So thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. And I don't know. I'm just so excited to see what and who comes out next.
Shout out to City Winery. You guys,
you guys did it.
Doing a great job. Keep
really
it up.
are.
Pittsburgh's glad to have you. We're glad that we have our own City Winery now. So keep it up.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep up those great acts.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for joining us with another Cubbage Critiques. And we will see you again really, really soon. Bye.